taint juice, an IPA.
Let me see it. Hazy. Oh, dude.
Yeah, taint water.
What percent is that?
This one isn't that high. This is I think 6.2. I like
It's
my
not that
voodoos
bad.
because they're a 9.5.
You're a Voodoo Ranger guy?
Oh yeah. I don't like the taste of them, but if I'm gonna I
Yeah.
mean,
If
I don't mind it either, but
if Spencer hops in here, I think he's a Voodoo Ranger guy.
yeah, smart man.
Yeah, no,
Just
I
like what's
wouldn't.
his name?
Oh,
Who's the streamer that Peanut. He's a big guy on it too because he talks about it's the perfect balance between alcohol and
and piss. It all tastes like piss. I've never had an IPA where I was like, yeah, this tastes good.
yeah, but the first beer you ever had, did it taste good? The first sip of alcohol, you got to build up your tolerance.
Or just not drink it. Like the first one, the first Cayman Jack I had, I was like, this is delicious.
Yeah, but you had already experienced the beer and everything else.
Yeah, so why
What's
would I
up,
go
Quicks?
down to a lesser
Because
something that tastes worse?
less sugar.
Oh, give me a break. You just pulled that out of your ass. You don't even know that that's true.
I completely just pulled that out of my ass. You're right.
Yeah, I know you did. You just said less sugar. All right. Well, I guess we've talked about alcohol enough, and it's not even 5 minutes in, so that's they're probably gonna hit us with the boot for that.
Great.
Well, I don't know if you saw the news or not, but apparently the United States government has been telling a bunch of pastors and religious leaders that they need to prepare for disclosure.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like if that's actually what they're saying, like these dudes are coming out saying, yeah, but has the like anyone in the government said it's happening or no? Like said we've pulled
Would
in these
they?
pastors and yeah, probably not. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, let me put on my Ron
So, I
Jeremy
mean, one guy
glasses.
did come out. One guy did come out and kind of recant what he said. So, you got to make that of it what you will. But I guess I could pull up this first clip. It is a compilation of at least three of them kind of talking about it.
The one dude that was talking about it looked like a super Chad pastor. That dude, look at that shirt he's wearing.
Oh, they're all these mega pastures
Yeah.
nowadays. Like, and this guy's a Freemason. Like,
Looks like he sits in the
let me
fucking
know if the
tanning booth.
quality's bad.
Yeah, go for it.
There were a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a certain state to hear some men in the United States government and others share with them a concern that they had.
What's the purpose of the secrecy behind just saying what state it was in? Like, is that even
Yeah.
that?
Well, I mean, maybe there's a skiff going on, and they. But my thing is like, and we mentioned it before. Go ahead. Sorry, I
No, I was gonna say, but even that, like, one state's not going to be able to narrow you down to a skiff.
yeah
Like, just say
yeah
what state it was in.
yeah. The other one was we talked about it too. Is it just Christianity? Like, is it just Pat? Like, what about he's just mentioning pastors, so maybe it's people he's talked to, but priests, these other, rabbis, are they calling in all of them,
Rabbis, yeah.
or like, is this specific to Christianity?
These are all Christians, I believe.
Yeah, but sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
And this particular man, I'll not name him, and then we may end up doing some teachings with him or having an event at his church. He has a great church. But he said, Perry, what they're about to release, from what we're hearing, there's going to be a release concerning aliens and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft, that some of the people who were in the meeting were telling us as pastors, you need to prepare your people and you need to get ready to answer them for what you're about to hear being released. And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures and other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book.
We had a sitting congressman, a very well-known congressman from Missouri. He called into that meeting as well.
Oh my God!
That was just for pastors, and this is what he said on speakerphone. This sitting, powerful member of Congress said, "Are the pastors listening to me?" I'm getting chills right now because this happened to me. He said, "Are the pastors in the room listening to me?" And I said, "Yes, sir, we are here." And he said, "Listen to me. Go and tell the church they are not ready for what is coming. The narrative that is coming, what they are going to say is going to be like nothing you can even imagine. They are preparing to tell us that they are from another dimension, that they are our creator, and that these beings, these aliens, whatever you want to call them, they were the ones that seeded us here. There is no such thing as God. Jesus was invented by them. The Bible was invented by them." And begin to just say, listen, prepare the people for what is coming because they're not ready. But he loved us so much. He made sure that he told us exactly the blueprint to study. He said, study the days of Noah. And if you can understand how Noah responded, that's how you're going to have to respond. And I believe what God is doing in the body of Christ right now is getting us ready, because the world is going to have a lot of questions. The question for you is, are you going to be able to answer?
For a boat.
When I have to go brief president or do something with Secretary Rubio or chief of staff, because I recognize what will be done, what will be said in meetings will not just impact 5, 10 people, millions, nations, millions of people. How their outcome will be, how the life will turn.
I have to say, having been to one evangelical church, I despise that. The pastor's talking and then just everybody in the crowd, yeah, that's right. Yeah. They're just fucking hype men. Like, dude, shut up.
Here, you know what we say? They go, how are you? Never heard anybody say, oh, it's rough. Because they didn't make it in that building if they talk like that. And they're not all saved. We go living the dream.
Look at her, like, dressed to the nines, too. Like, all dolled up.
She's rolling in it. She's rolling in it, dude.
I wouldn't get on it either, Spencer.
What'd he say?
He said, if you're building the boat, he ain't getting on. Excuse me.
I could build a boat, and it would be a good boat. I'm a good builder.
Don't mind the duct tape.
Yeah, it would be a good boat. You've seen my chicken coops. They're state-of-the-art chicken coops. They're movable, convertible, ease-of-use chicken coops. I could build a good boat. It would just have deck screws in it.
Not sealed.
Here's that second guy, and he's kind of rolling back a little bit what he said. So we can watch this and kind of go from there. But he kind of recants what he said a little bit, because the way he presented that last video was that's what Representative Burleson told him.
You're right, Quack.
What do you say now?
Quack said you compared a chicken coop to a floating object on the water.
I've seen the chicken coop float. So if I can accidentally make a chicken coop float, I should be able to make a boat.
Wood is buoyant.
Yeah. I should be able to purposely make something float. That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't hyping you up. I was talking shit.
Me?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I said just wood naturally floats. A big floating vessel is different.
No, it's not.
There's this video that's going around of me in regards to the meeting of pastors that gathered to discuss the upcoming.
Why are you whispering? You were just yelling at the camera when you were telling them that they said it's going to destroy Christianity and all this shit. Now you're whispering when you got to correct what you said.
So-called UFO disclosure. In this video, I stated that a congressman from Missouri had called in to speak to the pastors. And of course, it's being revealed now that that is Congressman Eric Burleson. And he did call in, but he called in to encourage us and to thank us pastors for the work that we're doing, and that we are, speaking the truth to our people and pointing them to Jesus and not get distracted of things in the world. In that moment, I began to state things that I have always said. That is my opinion, and my opinion is, and that's exactly all it is my opinion, that when this disclosure comes out, that it will be spun, that it is, that the aliens have always been here, that they seeded us, that they created the first religion, and all of that. I should have stopped and paused and said, and this part is my opinion. In the heat of that, I didn't. I led with saying that they had called the pastors, and I went straight into my opinion. So I want to make it very clear that Eric Burleson did not say those words. Those were my words.
Yeah, but that's not what you said, dude.
Yeah, I bet he got caught. What the fuck, man? You're gonna correct what you said right now.
Yeah. Should we play the other one again? Because he clearly said that as if Burleson said it.
Do you have the specific one of him? Not all of them.
No, but they have this thing called a fast forward button.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't know.
I can use that. What is this guy talking about? I know what he's talking about. That did happen. That's a weird way to thank somebody for feeding you, you piece of shit.
Orson Welles' book.
We had a sitting congressman, a very well-known congressman from Missouri. He called into that meeting as well. That was just for pastors. And this is what he said. On speakerphone, this sitting powerful member of Congress said, "Are the pastors listening to me?" I'm getting chills right now because this happened to me. He said, "Are the pastors in the room listening to me?" And I said, "Yes, sir, we are here." He said, "Listen to me. Go and tell the church. They are not ready for what is coming. The narrative that is coming, what they are going to say is going to be like nothing you can even imagine. They are preparing to tell us that they are from another dimension, that they are our creator, and that these beings, these aliens, or whatever you want to call them, they were the ones that seeded us here. There is no such thing as God."
Yeah, dude. You didn't fucking... You said he said it.
Yeah. And
so like
Schmidt agreed.
You just discredited everything.
Dude just got called and got an old wiener whacking. Said, "Listen, man, you want to lose your church? You want to end up like those scientists? Better say you were wrong.
You want to have to pay taxes again? You want to lose your 501c3?
Jesus. And imagine a government telling religious figures, "Yo, you got to change your books." No.
I mean, I don't see it out of the realm of possibility at all.
I never have. And that was always the biggest thing of, as you guys know, my reasoning for why it's taking so long and why it hasn't happened is because even if it's part of it is demon, like sky demons, or is part of the Bible. Just
Skydwagon.
Skydwagon. People don't know that. Because I would say 90% of people who follow any religion isn't actually reading the book. It might just go to church, if that, So then, oh wait, aliens? That means if there's aliens, so I think that's a big reason of why it's taking so long and why it may never come.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a definite possibility, and I do find it interesting that, that the meeting for sure happened. What was said in the meeting is now like up to question because this dude's just stating falsehoods, but it's still interesting that they felt the need to bring a bunch of pastors together and have a discussion with them about this upcoming disclosure. That makes me think that it's clearly going to have
that's
something
the thing. It wasn't
that
just him
you would think would affect.
It wasn't just him that said it, but why is he the only one coming out? I mean, maybe he's the only one that said, okay, sorry, I will say something about it. Maybe everyone else is still, a good pastor.
Yeah, and then the first guy,
or whatever, it's like, no, I'm not lying to my people.
Right. Like, you can't tell me the government isn't ready to cut fat checks to get people to say what they want to say. I also found it interesting that first dude was like, and these things are reptilian in nature, like.
Yeah. Transdimensional.
Has
like
David Icke? Yeah. Has David Icke just been right the whole time? Is it just reptilians like everybody is?
That too. You're right.
Who the hell is
it? Could be.
Who is Leopold Charlie?
Leopoldo. I don't know who the hell that is.
But David Grush came out and he also added into this a little bit. For those who don't know who David Grush is, he is the dude who was tasked by the government to look into these programs. Most people have seen his testimony at Congress where he was saying there is biologics, there is UFOs, the government has targeted people and killed people. There's been people injured by these things, injured by these programs. So that's who this guy is.
In the news, you're seeing a lot of talk about demons and other things like that. The Vice President Vance has mentioned that. My friend Tucker Carlson has also said that too. And I've had private conversations with him about that. And
I don't know if it's me, if anyone in chat can tell us that if it's him, but I have bad thunderstorms and stuff coming through right now, so.
Yeah, just put down in the chat if it's if the video's playing okay.
If not, just DM it to me.
I'm trying, but my keyboard's not working right now, so.
Okay, video was fine for Quex. Schmidt said it's lagging for him.
That's weird. Okay. I'm just going to leave it paused for a quick second while I pull it back up. Let me know if it's still lagging. All right.
Yeah.
Unless somebody else put their 2 cents in.
Both as an intel officer, a guy who studied physics, a practicing Roman Catholic like Secretary Rubio and Vice President Vance, I respect those views, the spirituality and demonic deception, and I think we should be concerned about that. But I think it's theologically premature without knowing everything, equating everything to demons, because God has created this wonderful, visible and invisible order. He's created humans, animals, angels, and other types of non-human intelligence. And I don't think us as humans, we understand all of God's creation to kind of use a logical kind of framework on that. And I think that everybody needs to keep that in mind, to be respectful of that. And the Catholic Church certainly has a long history in this. And there are Catholic theologians like the late Dr. Paul Thigpen, Dr. Diana Pasulka at University of North Carolina, Dr. Brent Robinson at Notre Dame. They've provided a lot of that analysis and theological interpretation on how people can view this. So I see that as a big impasse, certainly because of the commentary that I'm hearing about that kind of thing. It's very dangerous language, and I think we need to be more thoughtful about that. And I'm just happy
Yeah. Anytime somebody uses the term dangerous language, I tend to just write off everything they've said.
Or is it because he's a Catholic?
Yeah, it could have been, but I mean, I don't know. Those were interesting comments, though. He was kind of just fence riding the whole time, but it was still interesting where he was like,
Yeah.
don't write them off as demons, but let's not call them demons yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you're right, Spencer. But I don't know. And then we have, I don't know if you saw the clip. I don't think I have it, but our favorite director of the FBI, Kash Patel, he did some interview on some random podcast and said that they've already gave their files to the disclosure team and it's imminent. Here's the thing, though. I feel like it's been imminent my whole life. Or at least in the last 5 years since they've been doing these congressional hearings.
Yeah. Because the government has never been so kind of like, and that's how I've been viewing it too, is that they've already kind of done disclosure. They're not giving specifics or anything, but the fact that they're saying disclosure is going to happen in these congressional hearings and all that, like, to me, that's kind of already the government saying, yeah, there is, we're just waiting to figure out exactly what to tell you guys.
Right. Like how much more do we need?
Yeah.
And,
well, I mean,
and what could be crazier than
our random podcast? That'd be nice.
I don't think he would ever come back. But even the stuff that they have told us.
Yeah.
Like just going on what they have told us, aliens are real. We do have their craft. We do have bodies. People have gotten injured or killed by the aliens or by the government. So what could be so crazy that they can't tell us if they've already told us that shit, which is already fucking crazy?
Yeah. I think it goes into specifically how they're going to approach it when it comes to religion, when it comes to politics, when it comes to things we've talked about before. Well, this company got this tech and we didn't. So like all these other companies say, we're owed reparations because they had advanced tech and this is why they're so, ahead of everyone else. What's up, Kay?
Yeah, but it can't be just that though. Like,
I feel like that's a huge
so
part.
What,
So what? But like in one world economics, like that's they all want, money. And then how many?
Well, one thing I was thinking about.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say one thing I was thinking about when you bring up world economics. What if this is the technology of the future and we are trying to stay that world power? So them releasing disclosure is the United States trying to be the first one in to prolong our reign of power by being the first ones to acknowledge and release a lot of this information technologies that have been kept to governments for so long.
I mean, but then at the same time, it's not just about keeping us in power. You kind of went into it, is that these governments have the cure to cancer. These governments have free energy. These governments have these things. And in order to maintain power, they haven't put forth. So now you got to navigate, because like I said, it could be a real quick snowball where they say, and more knowledgeable than me, scientists and stuff, well, you said they have this tech. So couldn't that, go into the medical field? Couldn't we do? And so real quickly, and that's where I think like the real careful like curation of what they're going to put forth is going on, and it just keeps getting kicked down the road because they're like, we can't say that. And one group's, well, I mean, we can say this, and it's just this back and forth that's always happening.
We have people in the comments fighting over their places. You guys just have to comment one word and just like do 7 comments for one sentence. But no, I think you're onto something there. And I think like That is what you could see outrage from people. I don't think you see too much outrage as far as the religion portion goes. But if they come out and they're like, yeah, we've had this technology for 40 years and we'll be able to cure every illness and make vaccines specific to one person, people are going to be like, well, what have you been doing this whole time?
No, I agree. And I agree, especially if they're telling these pastors and stuff to soften the landing zone. You know what I mean? So to start preaching where in the books it says that, you know, the alien, that this whole thing. So it softens the blow on religion. But yeah, I think the big outrage will be, wait a minute, you've had this tech?
Are you drinking more piss water?
I always drink piss water. It keeps your bones healthy. They tell you it's milk. It's really
thumbs
piss.
Down. Thumbs down. All right. I found the video of our boy Cash Patel, friend of the channel, Cash Patel.
Oh, Cash. Deer in the headlights, Cash Patel.
Oh, he's talking to Sean Hannity. I couldn't even tell who that was. He looks like shit.
Hey,
the idea
thanks,
that
Devin.
there would be life on other planets that may be visited here that would not at all shock.
Who created this studio? What's the goal here? There's samurai swords, a black dove.
It's just dude stuff, all right? He's just being it. Isn't that the thing you put above your door when you fully own the home? I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but you know, like the eagle. Like, I'm sure you've seen it above homes, and one of the big representations of it, people don't understand, but was when you're out of mortgage, you own the home, it's yours. I don't know if you guys know what
I've
I'm
never
talking
seen
about.
that. Yeah, that seems like a rich white New England thing.
Or surprise me. Have you ever looked into it?
We're looking at it. Here's the thing. Again,
okay, I want all the details.
Every other president try. Let's look at that American people information. What did he do? He stood.
It's not working for.
You look like you were going to say something.
It's not working for me. When I hear Cash Patel and he's a machine,
okay. Is it working?
Yeah, I can get by if it's working for.
Is it working for everybody else? Just let us know in the chat before I hit play again. No, I think it's jacked up on here too. It's all right. I can send it to you real quick. We'll wait for somebody to comment and let us know.
I am not making. Yeah, Schmidt said it's lagging for him, but then again, it was lagging. Whoa.
Okay.
Computer, chill. Let me pull this up here. New window. Go there.
Okay, they're saying it's fine. Kay's saying it's fine. Spencer's saying it's fine.
Well, let's see what mine looks like. Because I can't do it.
All right, Captain, you got it. Hurry up, the people are waiting.
Captain Insano.
Would not at all shock or surprise me. Have you ever looked into it?
We're looking at it. Here's the thing. Again,
okay, I want all the details.
Here's the thing. Every other president before President Trump could have said, hey, let's look at that and get the American people the information. What did he do? He stood up an interagency process with Department of War leading that effort to get out the documentation related to everything that you're talking about, not just from the FBI, from the IC and everywhere else. And so what do? We already delivered our first tranche of information to that committee, and they're going to be publicly releasing this information very soon. We are all for it. There's nothing in this subject that we're talking about that we don't want released. Our job at the FBI is to work with the White House and DOW, give them the information, and then they're going to put that out in a methodical process. And you're going to start seeing those releases literally happening in the very near future. We just met on it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sold. Also, like, how much has the FBI really looked into this? Is this their field? Seems like it's more like naval intelligence. Like, has
I
the
feel
FBI
like they're
really
probably
done? I
the
guess the
first
X
ones
Files was
called
FBI.
in. Yeah, Mulder and Scully.
The FBI.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they would, but at some certain point, there's a handoff. Like they're the ones who take the call and start looking into something, and then if they're like, oh, this might be real, man, then someone else comes in and is like, yep, see you later.
Yeah, it goes up to a certain level of chain of command, and then there's that one person who knows the number to call, and then they get a hold of the real dudes. Kind of like when they did that Bin Laden raid, and they were trying to figure out how to do it, and it got to that one general, and he was like, well, we got these fucking helicopters that just float around and make no noise in Area 51. Maybe we can use those. Like, you just got to go up the chain of command till you get to the right person. But no, you're definitely right. Like, if I'm a local cop and there's a spaceship crashed in a field, I don't have time immediately. The FBI, this is
if I'm a local cop, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see anything. I'm gonna be like, hey,
I'm not. It's not like a movie.
My partner down the road, Jay. I'll call him over the radio and tell him to come take a look.
I'd want to see it. But I'd be like, I can't help you guys. This is like, I deal with drunk drivers.
Yeah, these are my Ron Jeremy glasses, Schmidt. All right, put some respect on it. Not saying I'm him, but
isn't he an offender?
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
You should be careful who you
line of work he was
to.
in.
Ice cream's the best dessert there is. I love ice cream.
Is it the best? I mean,
yeah, it's the best, dude. Ice cream is the best, especially soft serve. It's got to be up there if it's not the best.
No, I would agree with that.
Put it in the chat. What's the? It's got to be top 3. Like I don't know what else.
That's right.
You're probably gonna say something weird like cheesecake or something.
I am the Asian version of Ron, if you know what I mean.
You heard him.
Yeah. That too provides extra coverage for the eyes.
Yes. It stings. Did you hear there's a new virus out that kills like 50% of people who touch it?
Oh, wonderful.
Or get it. I guess touch is the wrong word. Yeah. And it's the hantavirus. So this is actually great news. Apparently where it originated before, of course, psychos started manufacturing it themselves, is it was from people inhaling rat shit and piss.
What was the thing they were doing with human shit and piss? Remember they were making
what?
This was years ago. They were pooping and pissing in a 2-liter bottle and leaving it out in the sun. It was probably, I think it was Florida or something. Go figure. And they'd let it like ferment, and then they'd take the cap off and huff the gases and get high. It was a real.
Oh, they get high.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. There was a guy in the army who said he saw someone do that one time.
Yeah.
That's not. We're talking about a virus, just not degenerate people who need to be locked up in insane asylums. This kills people. That's just fucking disgusting. Trash. They need to be quarantined. Okay, they have a mental virus. Yeah. If you are huffing shit and piss fumes to get high, you do need quarantine. That's what we should use FEMA camps for. Yeah, don't look it up,
motherfuckers,
because it's yeah, they gotta go. But anyways, back to the hantavirus. So there's this ship, Let me see if I can.
Oh, great. Oh, no. Plagues and viruses starting from ships. We've seen this before.
Yeah, there's a
Bram
cruise
Stoker
ship
wrote
that
about
is
this.
currently off the coast. There's a cruise ship that is currently off the coast of Spain that they are not letting land anywhere because it's got these hantavirus cases that are spreading in between humans, 50% mortality rate, and they can't figure it out.
Sorry, Spencer said something hilarious.
What do you say?
I agree. Jay looks like the after of the piss huff poster.
That's upsetting, dude. I'm recovering. Okay, so it is the after. All right, but anyways, let's listen to this guy tell us about what's happening. This guy's on the ship.
I normally wouldn't make a video like this, but I feel like I need to say something, so I wrote a few things down. I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people with families, with lives, with people waiting for us at home. There's a lot of uncertainty, and that's the hardest part. All we want right now is to feel safe, to have clarity, and to get home. So if you're seeing coverage about this, just remember that there are real people behind it, and that this isn't something happening somewhere far away. It's happening to us right now. I'll share more when I can, but for now, I just ask for your kindness and understanding.
Yeah, you better just shut up, dude. Because if it's really as deadly as they're saying it is, they're gonna blow that ship out of the water. They're gonna blow it up.
Say, but I'm not gonna say it. I can't say it.
No.
Yeah,
you can.
I mean,
you can do whatever you want. There's just consequences to your actions.
Yeah.
But they did start taking some of the sick people off of the boat, which look, this might sound bad, but maybe you don't. Maybe you take the doctors and leave them on the fucking ship. Maybe you don't bring the people with the virus that kills 50% of the people it infects off the ship. Passengers evacuated from the hantavirus.
It's not even playing for me, but that's okay.
Okay, well, it doesn't really do anything. It's just the passengers getting evacuated from and then they blow up the ship. Not really, but.
Oh, I was about to say they blew.
That's the first thing that popped. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for them to just blow the ship up. They're like, yeah, we just went through this 3-4 years. We're not doing it again, and they're just gonna bomb it. But
Devin said. Okay, Devin said it, so I didn't have to say it. But he says it's not a new virus. It can be seen on farms, in ranches, in old barns, in grain bins.
Yeah, it's not new. I shouldn't have said new. That was the wrong way to say it. But what is new is the vaccine for it, which just coincidentally they've been working on since 2004.
The ship was the test run. Let's put everyone in this small vessel, get them all sick, and then shoot them up with this new vaccine, see if it works. If not, throw them back on the ship and burn it down. Of course, it's an mRNA.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's mRNA nowadays.
Yeah, of course it is. It's the only way to make it work. But I just find that to be an awful big coincidence. You know, right as this is coming out, they just started working for the vaccine. And if they've been working on the vaccine, that means they probably figured out a way to make it spread better to humans.
Mm-hmm. No, it's like I said, trial run. Get all these gay dudes on a boat together. You know shit's gonna pass around.
All of them.
Get them sick, and then give them the anti-venom. Nope, doesn't work.
Yeah, but Spain has not let them port, and I think Portugal denied them as well. So they're just sitting out there at sea.
I would too.
The other thing I was reading,
I'd be like, you're not coming here.
Yeah,
sorry.
of course. Of course. The other thing that's worrying too is it has up to a 7-week
incubation.
Is gestation the right word?
Gestation
period. So it can be it can be dormant for 7 weeks before it shows itself. So who knows how far this shit's already spread. But at the same time, anytime any new thing comes out, now we all automatically freak out about it.
That and,
just because of COVID.
Ships, they're not underway for weeks at it. They're making stops. They're getting off the boat. They're going. So like, good luck tracing that. I mean, you kind of can trace it because you know where they're going into port and stuff. But
yeah, it was a 35-day cruise. That just sounds awful, by the way. But
that's a long,
Yeah, 35-day luxury cruise. Nothing sounds luxury about being on a fucking boat for that long. At least not
you're stopping every few days. They're probably going all around Europe or something. You stop in Italy. You stop in everywhere that has coastline. You're pretty much stopping.
Yeah, it just does not sound like a good time to me. I also don't like the ocean though. Like I just immediately assume there are creatures
you don't know how to
there.
swim, so then
I do know how to swim. I only know how to swim good enough to save my own life. That's the problem.
So you just know how to
somebody
float.
tried to
you don't
grab
know how to swim.
No, I know how to swim. Just if somebody grabbed onto me like, help, I'm drowning, I would have to push them away because they would pull me down. Like I can't help you. That's what I'm saying.
Go swimming with your dog. It's sometimes a good test.
No. I'm not going swimming with him.
He's a big boy too. He'll drown your ass real quick.
Yeah, and he's out of shape. What do you want to move into? You want to talk about Trump talking about how 6G is going to be able to blow up our bodies and stuff?
Who else said that? It wasn't just Trump. It was
there's been a bunch of people.
It was the remote control of, remember, we never actually played it on this, I think, but where supposedly there's a patent of being able to control the human body, but on like a genetic level. So like they can make you get sick. They can make you, poop out your intestines. I'm being ridiculous, but basically through pretty much, I don't know if it was specifically 6G, but through cellular towers, they can make it so they can do anything pretty much. Like not actually drive you around like a robot, but can make people infertile, can make people start getting cancer, shit like that.
Well, that's what, what was that girl's name? The one we were talking about, one of the missing scientists who did the video.
Yeah.
So I've been looking
I don't remember her name.
I've been looking into her. I don't either, but I've been looking into her a little bit, but she was getting burns on her hands and stuff while she was sitting at her computer and she was typing stuff up.
Yeah, didn't
After
she make
quit her
videos
job
of that
and she
too?
was releasing. Yeah. And she had said she had the Wi-Fi disconnected and everything because she knew they were tracking her.
Yeah.
But her theory was they were shooting like 5G, whatever, microwave waves into her house so that they could still map out what she was doing.
Typing.
And that's where she was getting
her
burns
keystroke and everything. Yeah. And she blocked the window and said it was already getting better. Blocked the 2 windows.
Yeah.
That's scary shit.
I
man.
also...
And that even goes into like when you go into the project Havana syndrome. Like one of the CIA guys who I think was in China. I think he was in China. He has a specific account of it. I think it was on the Sean Ryan show. And but same thing, that they're like blasting them. You'd wake up in the middle of the night and have this crazy ringing in you and experience and be all discombobulated like you got a traumatic brain injury almost.
Yeah. And then the CIA has refused to acknowledge it happens. Like I was watching another dude on the Sean Ryan podcast. He was talking about it. And he's got like serious injuries. Like the way he was describing is basically he's still to this day, he's shut down for most of the day.
Yeah, that's the same guy. Yeah, and that it's worth watching if it's true. You know me.
Yeah. But another thing I was watching with that, I wish I could remember her name, but she was the guy who had the messages. Remember we showed the messages when he released them. He had released another message from her saying like when the death threats had started. And she got a death threat after she recorded a video on her phone of her basically when she was going to come forward. She didn't publish it. She didn't send it to anybody or nothing. She recorded a video on her phone, a video or audio, doesn't say.
They have access to that
but
shit the
she
second
did
you
that.
put it on your phone.
Oh, 100%. That's what I was getting at is like she just recorded it on her phone and then she got a death threat.
Yep.
Like that's scary shit, man.
That's why,
but
as
anyways,
much as I love
back
my
to
phone,
Trump.
I hate it.
Yeah. And we're all glued to him now too.
So we're into 6G. I just I was a leader on 5G, and now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? See how perfect it is? I like the cameras the old days. So they just had a nice feature. Now they cover every little. Let's see, Michael, you're in good shape. You're not gonna. But I tell you, it's the 6 is coming, huh? So we're.
Yeah, it's an odd thing to say. It can see into your skin a little further. Like what? So 5G can already see it. But I've already heard that. Like that they can map out your house and see everything you're doing now.
Through your Wi-Fi. Yeah. Wi-Fi router. They can ping you and pretty much get a. And there's a lot of people that believe in like when you go to bed, you should unplug your router. Like when you know you're going to sleep, unplug your router. A lot of lights, people say certain lights you shouldn't have just because of what they emit, not for like tracking purposes or anything. But yeah, it's a scary thought. Like for them to know exactly
what's the science behind unplugging your router? Like your phone's 5G too.
Well, that's the thing too, like putting your phone on airplane mode and stuff. Because most people sleep with it right next to their head. I mean, some people have even said like infertility in men, and I think women too, is because you have that thing in your pocket, blasting your genitals with 5G or whatever.
Well, I don't need them anymore, anyways. So, now Quex brings up a good point. If they're telling us about it, how long have they had it? They've had 5G since like 1998.
That's always the thing. It goes
a Faraday box. Yeah, I mean, you can have a Faraday box,
they
but
have
at the end
bags
of
now.
It's everywhere, though. It's not just your phone. It's your computer. It's your refrigerator. It's your stove. It's everything.
Yeah,
like if they want to blow up your head with waves, they're gonna blow up your head.
Well,
like you can sleep on your bed and have a grounding rod.
They'll look through your window and blast you with a fucking space laser.
Yeah, where's it end? You end up sleeping on a metal sheet with a grounding rod, so you're connected to the earth, like
in a lead sheet. That's the trick.
Yeah.
They can't get.
Maybe you build a Faraday box around your bed. Maybe that's the way to do it. 5 to 15 millimeters from the body. That's not that far. That's that right there.
You would know.
Yeah, you're right. I would know.
But that's still the same thing. It's not in your pocket. It's not like, and that's why anyone who knows me, I'm horrible with my phone. I just don't like to carry it on me. Like if I put it down. Like I try not to be glued to the thing. I mean, there's my brain rot sessions where I look at stupid shit and send it to Quex and you. But other than that,
yeah,
and
you
I
got to
agree
do that
with
every
Kay,
once
too.
in a while.
That's kind of what Jay's saying, is that like it doesn't matter at this point. Like I think like everything is so saturated with it anyways. Like it's just pinging around everywhere all the time, all at once. Like, but at the same time,
if you were to turn off everything you thought produced a signal into your house, I bet you would probably turn off about 30% of it.
Well, I don't have many Wi-Fi things. Like, I don't have any cool refrigerator or stove, or I have the alarm system. But yeah, I don't turn that shit off, so.
We'll just blow your windows off. That's how they'll get into your house.
That's what these glasses are for. They block the mind control gay laser from getting me.
The gay laser?
Yep, it's a real thing. Look it up.
I like to think the gay weapons are like blow darts, like, and then you're gay in 6 months.
It's just like the space laser. They have a gay laser up there now. They're just zapping people.
Spencer said Snapchat is a CIA fake recognition app. It's also a location recognition app. They were using that shit in Ukraine in the early days because idiots had their phones and were Snapchatting. And then they can see you, other people can see your location on Snapchat, and they were calling artillery on them. So yeah, you shouldn't Snapchat in a war zone. That's a bad idea.
And
I was never hit with a laser.
I'm sure you were. I lived with you for a month in the same room. That's where I think they got him.
Were you safe?
Huh? I was not safe.
Were you safe?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, at this rate,
sorry.
it's kind of advanced to the level where I don't, like, everything's so saturated. Everything is, there's nothing we can fucking do. Go move out to the middle of nowhere, and they can still get you with the space laser, like the gay space laser.
No, that's what I've said about it. Like, and I've talked to you about this too, like a revolution. Like if we ever really needed to fight a revolution, don't think we need to, just throwing it out there. Not saying we need to, but if you did, the only way to successfully do it is to do it with completely no technology. You can't have a GPS. You can't have a phone. You can't have none of that shit. You can't even be using a vehicle that's got modern technology in it.
And that's the thing, and that's kind of a level of what it's going to take anyways, because it's not going to be really, for the most part, taking up arms. It's going to be boycott, paying taxes, boycott, going to Walmart, like these big, I'm just using Walmart as an example though, but it's going to be more of a first, it's going to have to be a financial hit. Like, grow your own food.
Mm-hmm.
Don't, because everything you buy, you pay taxes on, like, take everything out of their hands type of thing. And then maybe it gets to where an actual confrontation needs to happen. But
well, whenever this next virus or civil event rolls around, I don't think you're even going to be allowed to go in Walmart. They're already setting it in place now with all these. Dude, I went to Walmart the other day. All the workers, the only thing they do is do that stupid online shopping shit. Eventually, it's just going to be a warehouse. They're going to do all your shopping for you. You're not allowed to go inside, and they bring it to your car. That's what it's going to be.
We had this conversation the other day. Like if you go in the middle early in the morning or in the middle, all you see is like old people and the people doing the shopping. Like they're just all going up and down.
I went at noon and it was, I went at noon, closer to 1 a couple days ago. And it was even worse. Like every aisle had 2 Walmart employees in there just with those carts, just doing the online shopping. And you guys have 2 fucking aisles open. This shit's annoying.
Walmart even has the delivery drones now too. I saw a video today. They were just, someone obviously wanted to see how they work, so they placed a delivery order and then drove to Walmart to watch it. And sure as shit, they like these drones dock. It looks magnetic or something. They dock, and then your order comes up from the bottom, is like put in them, and then they'll go.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't heard about this at all.
Yeah. I mean, Amazon's had them, but
I'm
now
looking up
supposedly there's places, Walmart is starting to do it too. But now imagine all that shit getting hacked.
Dude, what is this only in major cities?
I'm guessing, yeah. I would assume so. Like it ain't gonna be out by you. Like, let's be honest. Yep, that's the video.
Oh yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked. That thing's big enough to put like 6 fucking missiles on.
I barely ate half of it.
I'm gonna program
Faster than
Delivery. There it goes.
There are the blades. Going. It's got to back up out of the dock now.
That's more than a quad rotor too. That's 5.
There goes the package.
Yeah.
Small package, I would imagine.
Oh, very small.
Well, it's a big drone. It is a big drone.
Yeah, that thing's going to be, right now it's going to be delivering small packages, and in 6 years it's going to be delivering Scud missiles into your doghouse.
Yeah. It's going to be the size of a Huey just flying around out there. The other thing that I saw it in passing. This was a few weeks ago. This just reminded me of it, but that like 18 agricultural drones went missing. I think it was up by maybe not, like Michigan or something. And if you've seen an agricultural drone, those things are big, and they carry a lot of shit. Like
they're huge, dude.
Sprayers. You fill them with the gay virus and run around. I bet he does.
I'm not even acknowledging that. I'm sick of getting disrespected. I'm a co-host here. All right, now he's going to walk away and go piss. He's going to walk away and go somewhere, and I'm just going to get harassed the whole time.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Oh, there he comes. Look at him. He's grabbing more piss water right now.
Hell
Show
yeah.
everybody what you're drinking.
Piss water. This isn't the voodoo's the real piss water. That's the good stuff. This is we're open to sponsorship here.
Spencer likes Voodoo Ranger.
Sweetwater. Hazy IPA. Hit us up. This is all I'll drink.
We don't want your money. No, we don't want it.
Yeah, don't expect us.
We don't
to
want
stop
your
saying
money.
what we say.
I won't drink it.
I'll take your money, and I'll just make sure to always have it on my. I won't tell them.
You got to get one of those hard hats where the cans just go in here, and then you just drink through a straw.
Listen, I like my alcohol, but
what are those called?
Something. I remember they were in stadiums long
That's
ago.
correct. Yeah. Yeah, Spencer loves Voodoo Rangers.
I do. As that.
All right, let's listen to Pete Hegseth. He's our favorite.
Ratio. Old Petey boy. Let's see what he has to say. Great.
This is Pete. Pete Hegseth, friend of the show. He's going to come out here and say some fun stuff.
We were alerted to a potential vulnerability in our DoD computer systems, and we've been checking into it ever since. It turns out that some tech companies have been using cheap Chinese labor to assist.
You don't fucking say. Everybody else has known about that since, I don't know, 2005.
With DoD cloud services. This is obviously unacceptable, especially in today's digital threat environment. Now, this was a legacy system created over a decade ago during the Obama administration.
What does that term mean, a legacy system? Does it mean it's not in place anymore?
It's old. That's what it means. And of course, they have to throw.
Is that all it means, or does it mean
Obama? I think.
Does it mean it's getting phased out?
I think so, or it's still in use but old. Like it's not up to date. It's just one of those things that hasn't been phased out yet. I don't know.
Well, that's bad news because everything in the military is old.
Yeah, right. They say we got a new gun. You know, when we were still in. Yeah, we're implementing it. It won't get to the main force for another 20 years. By which time someone else has already been given a new contract.
Yeah, dude, don't even get me started. I was driving around in a 113. There's a picture of Elvis with the 113. That's how old those pieces of shit are.
Oh, fucking, I love the 113 though, dude. As much as I hated it, I loved it.
What? Yeah, until you got to take out those fucking drive shafts.
Oh, yeah.
But we have to ensure the digital systems that we use here at the Defense Department are ironclad and impenetrable. And that's why today I'm announcing that China will no longer have any involvement whatsoever in our cloud services, effective immediately.
Look, that's good. That's actually a positive thing. But it's 2026. Like...
And at the same thing, like in today's day and age, you're going, it's 2026. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You know me. The only real way to be secure is paper. And even at that, that's not as secure. You know, we had the shred it. Or we used to get those briefings. You got to shred it. We were finding, you know, secret documents in dumpsters. But at this point, I feel like anything can be hacked. Like the fact that the military has a cloud, I get they kind of have to nowadays because they're trying to streamline everything. But if you really want to be secure, like that top tier shit, don't put it on computers. Don't put it on, like, have, you know, someone type it up on a typewriter, hand delivered, like not to anyone else. No one can sign for it. Your eyes only type thing. And you don't shred it, you burn it. Like,
yeah, that's the only way you can be secure. Like, you can't, like you just said, you can't put it on anything digital. I mean, because at the end of the day, soldiers are going to fuck up. I remember one time some new lieutenant tried to charge his phone in a government computer. And oh my God, they shut everything down. He had to give this big ass brief. Yeah. It was hilarious because he had to like give us a brief on why not to do it, and then at the end he had to tell us, "Oh, by the way, I was the one dumbass who did this."
I had to do that in Korea because I broke my rations. I bought too many bottles of alcohol, so I had to go up in front of the battalion and give a speech of why rations are in place and why they're important. And at the end, I said, "And at the end of the day, you can just go off post and be fine." My first sergeant looked at me, but he laughed because, I mean, everyone knew. You know, it wasn't like secret knowledge or anything. Like,
yeah, I forgot you guys were rationed on alcohol over there.
Yep. That's how I started drinking hard shit, like 151 and stuff, because we were rationed. And because everyone's stuck there. You know what I mean? So, like, Korea was a lot of fun. Like, as long as you went out, it was fun. Sorry, sidebar, but even like together, because everyone was stuck there. Like, so we would have cookouts, like, because our whole company stayed in one barracks. So everyone would get shit fit and do stupid stuff, but you learned how to make, $1 seem like 10, so to speak.
What was the limit?
I think it was, if I remember, it was 3 bottles. Beer, there was no limit on beer, but if you got a room inspection, and I think you had more than a 24 pack in your fridge, they could be like, you can't do that.
Yes, I did.
He always dribbles.
You can only get 3 bottles a month.
A month. Maybe it was more.
That's crazy.
I forget. I would have to look into it or talk to someone who, maybe not a month. Every pay period was 3 bottles. No, that doesn't make sense too, because a bottle.
That makes more sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
3 bottles in 2
3
weeks?
bottles every 15 days. That's 15 days.
At my size, yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Maybe it was pay period, 3 bottles per pay period. But
how did they know?
Because you have to, it's tracked through like AFES. So anything that sold bottles on post was AFES.
This is what people don't understand. The military, yeah, America's democracy and everything. The military is not a fucking democracy at all. You are tracked everywhere. You can't, dude. It is,
and it doesn't work still.
It is a totalitarian regime.
And it's still broken.
No, at all.
With all this tracking, with all this, cloud sharing, with all this bullshit, it's still broken. Oh, I need to fix my pay. 6 months later, your pay gets fixed. Oh, your pay was messed up. 2 days, you owe $1,000 for the messed up pay. Like, what?
Yep. Then they'll charge you interest.
Yep.
That's what fucking happened to me after I got kicked out, when I had to pay back my bonus. They told me, oh, by the way, every month you don't pay it back, we're going to add 17% interest. Every month I don't pay it back in full, is what they said.
That wasn't for me. Well, maybe they changed it now to match national rate.
No, mine was, I remember it specifically because I had to drop a fat fucking check, but yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Oh, should we watch this clip of this lady getting misgendered?
Oh, hell yeah. That's always fun.
Yeah, let's watch it. This happens to Spencer all the time.
A dude lady.
Since he wants to be
a Spencer or an actual lady?
It's kind of like it's kind of like Spencer. It's like a dude lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Spencer. You're on my side. I like
But it's one of those ones.
Fuck this J guy.
But it's one of those ones where it's hard to tell. Okay. Fuck you.
Pronouns are changed. Sir, I think in the moment say in the United States of America, California, it is a felony. It literally is. You need to have to you find some.
It's not a felony.
That's a man. That's where I'd be like, I try to be cognizant of these things, but that's where it would slip, and I'd be like, dude, listen to you. Like, listen to your voice. Look at oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Look at that long back. I mean, I have a cat butt, but damn, you're not passing for a woman by any means with a vein popping out of your neck.
No. And then I would be just like this guy is. Like, you want to be a fucking dick about it? All right, now I'm going to fucking do it on purpose.
Find someone who can read what that means. It actually, sir, that's not working felony.
For me, but as long
not
as
a felony.
It's working for...
And dangerous.
Now she's telling him it's or he, whatever the fuck it is, you're dangerously wrong. Like,
it's just another one of those, like,
this shit's annoying, dude.
And what I get, it's annoying, and I'm on the side of it. Like, dude, luckily I don't have a girl, but if I had a daughter and I saw a fucking grown man in women's clothes trying to go into the same bathroom she is, and we've all seen this multiple times on good old social media. Like, get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck what you think you are. Like, I don't know that. And you're a grown man with a dick. Like, absolutely not. Call the police. Or, I mean, you could always, that's the case if it's an emergency. Otherwise, I would try to do the right thing and be like, we're just going to go to a different bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, okay, hold it. We're not going to do this here.
No, I'm not like that at all. Like, there's a level to where I don't think we should be tolerant for shit. Like, and I think I think this is it. Like,
no, I completely agree, but at the same time, like,
I'll give an example.
I'm an energy person. Is it worth my energy? Go ahead, give the example.
This is going to sound fake. What I'm going to say is going to sound fake, but this is real. It happened probably about 2 hours north of me. Of course, in Akron, one of the major fucking cities. But one of the schools up there was legitimately going to put litter boxes in for kids who identified as fucking cats, I guess. Like, at what point are we just like, listen, you guys can't shit in litter boxes. This is crazy. You can wear your stupid ears or whatever, but you can't shit in a litter box.
And sanitary wise, as a school, like, be careful what you say. You might get Schmidt back here because he likes to do that. All right. But like, in a school, in a public setting, like, okay, do that in your own house. There's something wrong. But when it comes to a school, and the school having to handle that, the kids aren't, scooping their own litter box. Like, imagine being the janitor.
Yeah, the janitor's got to scoop.
Like, fuck, you're paying me six figures.
Oh, he doesn't even get a pay raise.
Yeah, like,
yeah, he doesn't get a pay raise.
Scooping fucking 18-year-old turds out of this damn bathroom. But that reminds me.
And here's the thing: is okay, they have it in school. But school's over. You got to go get a real fucking job. McDonald's isn't going to let you shit in their litter box.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's.
Was it Spencer?
Can I tell you a story about the Phantom Pooper? I think I've told you this.
Yes, already. I also have a Phantom Pooper story.
In high school, we had a Phantom Pooper that was dropping poops like anywhere in the school. And one of the things that sticks out to me the most, I grew up in New England and Massachusetts, to be precise. But our janitor, like, there was bathrooms right outside the cafeteria, like boys on one side, girls on the other, on like the side of the hallway. And we just ate. And back then, I don't know if they still do it, but like the amount of time you had for lunch, like you could eat and then you could like go hang out outside for a few minutes or whatever. So we all eat and we're all going to go outside. And I go use the bathroom first, and the janitor's standing out there, and this big old like Boston guy, and he goes, "Oh, I wouldn't go in there. There's stinky poops in there." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Someone took a poop on the floor." And that's where it was when it first started, was in bathrooms. Like this person, I'm not going to say his name, but this person was just not shitting in toilet. It was like shitting random, like on the floor, in the urinal, like in the sink. And it culminated to where it advanced so far that another time at lunch, we're eating, and like in the middle of our cafeteria, there was like a staircase, and it had all glass, like like old 60s buildings, that glass with like the shatterproof window, but it was like covering, and there was 2 doors in it where you could walk out. So this I'm not going to use names again. This other girl was coming down, and as she opens the door, the phantom pooper, who it ended up being, that because we all found out the school never did, came with a turd in a plastic, like not even in the bag. It was like using the bag to pick up the turd. He runs up from the bathrooms, which is like a little 5-step come up, and you look across and see this stairwell. She opens the door, and he wasn't trying to hit her. He was just going to hurl it. He fucking hurls this turd, and she opens the door. And it's this perfect timing, like slow-mo, and this shit just slaps her in the side of the face. When you see it, just her face drop and the scream, and it was, I can't make this shit up. It was so funny and disgusting.
You've told me that before, and it's probably one of my favorite stories. It's disgusting, and that person needs to be locked up. They need to be locked.
His father
away.
was a police officer
For sure.
in town too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I also have a phantom pooper story. Spencer said they had a guy in basic training shitting in foxholes, mainly in the gay guys' holes.
Well, remember.
But
sorry. Before you get to your story, because of the foxhole thing, remember at JRTC, someone we know that we don't like. We were both on the line. Remember, we got shifted down because there was no one there. Because they were all doing mortar comp, and someone kneeled, like the company, they were on the line too, took a short halt, and and he laid down in human shit. Why it's important to bury your shit in training grounds. And do you remember this?
I remember this. And he kept the fucking shirt.
Yes, he didn't throw it out. He had
yes, I remember that
like
shit.
10 days.
He put it. It happened on day one. It happened on day one, and he kept it in his ruck for 14 days. The fucking weirdo.
Everyone was like, "What?
Oh, I forgot about that."
Now, yeah, yep.
Yeah,
anyway,
dude, I was so disgusted.
Yeah,
but anyways,
that's nasty.
So mine's from grade school. I was probably in 5th or 6th grade, and the principal had a meeting with everybody in our grade, and he was like, listen, somebody's been pooping in the school. We don't know if they have like a medical issue or whatnot, but somebody's been pooping in the school. Come to find out, I don't know how they could have thought this was a medical issue, because they were just dropping huge turds in the fucking library. This didn't happen like once or twice. It happened several times.
He said, fuck books.
They never caught him. He's still out there to this day.
Probably still pooping, dude. I feel like that's one of those like habitual offenders.
Yeah, once you start that, you don't stop.
There's like some obsession with it where they probably still go into a library, look around, and then just walk out.
I did not piss in the locker. He's bringing up lore that people don't know. I didn't do that.
It sounds like something you would do.
He's bringing up family lore. I would not.
A locker pisser is just as bad as a phantom pooper.
No, it's not. Piss is nowhere near as bad as human shit.
It's not, but that just confirmed that you did it. So
I didn't do it. I got blamed for it, but I didn't do it.
But anyways, what else we got?
Tonight's been a rough night to be me.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you want to? I know. Do you want to show this fucked up video coming out of Israel where they're basically playing like red light, green light with all these people trying to get aid?
Oh, this shit is crazy. I think I saw a different video. I saw a video of this where supposedly an American soldier that was there in support. It was in support of the aid, not IDF.
Yes,
but
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, and pretty much says this shit like that. They were watching it, but they couldn't do anything, and that they even got shot at. Like it was a regular thing for IDF to even send rounds at them. Like what? And we're supporting this? Crazy.
And here's the thing. This stuff came out because a British dude who was in the Royal Marines did the same thing. He went and volunteered to help with the aid, and he saw the same exact thing. The IDF was shooting people trying to get aid, and as we'll show in this video, they were only giving them an hour to get aid and get out of there, or they were shooting them again. And they would put rounds off at them if they got too close. And he said the same thing he did. They were even shooting at the aid workers.
But yet we're still in their corner. They can still do no wrong. It's not working.
Well, I'm still just throw up, all set up, show it, and then we say, okay, ready.
Here, I'll send you the link. That way you can watch it. Put it in the chat just so I know it's working. It seems like it's a
it might
Mr.
be
P
me.
issue right now.
Yeah, I have thunderstorms and all.
But
That's crazy shit.
I'll let you go ahead and pull it up. That way you can watch it too.
Okay, thank you.
I just sent it.
Because I haven't seen this specific
But
video.
this is from, like, what's that show on Netflix where they're just like, it's games and they kill people? Squid Games.
Squid Games.
It's basically like fucking Squid Games do. They have a giant light and it goes green, and then they're all allowed to run forward. It's
That's fucking crazy.
So I'm setting all the distro up, getting it all set up, making sure it's all there, and then we say, okay, when we're ready, and then it's the green light.
Yeah. Green light. Green light.
Lord of mercy.
People aren't just walking fast, they're
sprinting. The time, they know that you only got an hour. Thus why it's no dawdling to the site. It's you either get there and you get that aid and you get out. There's no time to wait around. You have that green light and you have the red light. And that's why people have compared it to the Squid Games, that thing, and it makes sense because literally it's a living reality of that. They've curated that through the time limits, through how they set things up for the green and red light. It really is sick how it's been done. So what they do is, if anyone steps out of what they believe is a safe zone, where people are running everywhere, they'll fire. Whether they'll fire at them, more time they'll fire on the head, fire at the feet. This is where a lot of the deaths happen. They're firing.
This is GHF.
That'll be GHF. Yeah, that's UG.
We've got a US flag on the back of his helmet.
So they're all US troops. That's it. And you can tell by the video there's going to be war there, because internal war, because there's not enough to feed even a fifth of that. Now that's not long going to get to these people. Then they're going to get back to their respective families. Aid isn't given daily. It's meant to be. We try. We have enough facilities. We have enough logisticals. We'll have it ready to go daily. They'll stop us. This is why I get the mass stampedes. They'll stop us. Okay, we're not doing it today. Why? Well, we just can't do it. This is how we play with us. But most importantly, we play it and antagonize the Palestinian people.
None of it's unpacked. It's all fucking on pallets.
That shit makes me sad, man. Like, that's fucking... Not saying I agree with Hamas.
Dude, those people are fighting for survival.
Yeah, I do think to some extent the government was kind of harboring Hamas, but those people are at this point are just trying to fucking survive. Like, how easy is it to bring it another 300 yards closer? Like, especially if you are the IDF or us or whatever. Like, you have armored vehicles, you have, okay, you get pop shots at you, like whatever. Like, that's a hike too. That was a run.
I don't know,
like,
man. It's just
I would be huffing and puffing by the time I got there, dude.
And it's none of it's unboxed, none of it's ready to go. Like, I don't know. It's just disgusting. I sent you another video I want you to pull up. But that's just the aid that makes it to the distribution sites. The video he's about to play is what they do with the aid they can intercept before it gets there.
Which is fucking crazy.
We'll let it play, then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're number 3, Spencer, just like your mom and dad's third favorite son.
Ouch. All right, here we go. Is this just grainy?
Yours is, but it's, I mean, we can see the gist of it. They're destroying all this aid.
Oh, yeah, it's not bad on Lucky. And who is this? Like Israelis?
Yes, this is just Israelis. This isn't even like the IDF. This is just citizens.
And I was about to say these are the people that need to fucking die, but so many of them are brainwashed, just like people in America. Like, just like people in World War II.
But that, I mean,
to some extent, being a good person is being a good person. But if you're told your whole life everyone over there is evil and they're gonna, it makes it harder. But
I mean, but that just shows you the mindset of a lot of the people over there. Like, you don't even have, that's not the IDF doing that. That's the people destroying that aid. Like, there's clearly, this isn't just the government doing this. This is the people too. They're intent on these Palestinians not being there whenever Jared Kushner gets to build his fucking fantasy park he wants to build.
That's almost something, sorry, sidebar. And yes, that's crazy. But it's almost something I want to try to maybe do is like, so when I go to the sauna, a lot of times there's a few guys that I see but we have conversations like what we have here, but it's a bunch of dudes in a sauna. And I think it would be cool. Like if I could be like, hey guys, I'm gonna record this. Weird as fuck, I know, but like record this 20-minute, 25-minute conversation. I think it could be kind of, because you run into these people, where I live now.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't expect it by how they talk, but then they have these same feelings that we express. In some of them, whether there is some kind of preconceived notion in my head, which I'm sure to an extent there is, but talking to it's like, whoa, wait a minute, yeah. I'll turn it off when the weird shit happens. Don't worry.
Thank you. I'm going to pull up this next one because it's something I don't think a lot of people know is happening. It's not just happening here. It's also happening in the UK. I watched a video yesterday about a Jewish woman who went undercover for some news agency in the UK because the UK has not recognized any Israeli settlements in the West Bank, but they are still letting this organization in the UK essentially recruit the Jewish citizens of the UK to move to the West Bank and start these settlements. This video is from New York, and it's a protest at some major synagogue in Manhattan where they are doing a land sale. So you can come here, buy land in the West Bank, and then go over there and colonize it. Yeah, I mean, it's just a video of them protesting.
Goddamn thing that's going on. I can hear it though, and here's the thing: like, I think that's horrible, but in the same time, I know someone's like retort right away. me being white. Be like, well, that's what you did in America. And I say the same thing. Like, what we did to the native people was not good. But that wasn't fucking me. And this is 2026. Like, not saying it changes anything that, the white people did to natives and all over the world. Not saying that makes that any better, but now it's kind of like this
also isn't good.
But it's more so. Like, more so, it's widely known, like, killing off people, pushing them out, and taking their, like, we should be beyond that as a world and as a whole. As people living on planet Earth, we should be above and be beyond genocide, be beyond this type of shit. And it's just scary to think that it's still here.
It's a Western ideology. That's what it is. Like, you don't think Chinese think they're culturally superior to everybody else, or Koreans, Israelis, Turkish people. Like, it's this idea that you cannot, and I'm not saying it's good, but this idea that you cannot claim to be culturally superior than somebody, it's something that's only applied in Western countries. Like, that doesn't happen over there.
Well, it's say that again. You like settling.
So this idea
doesn't happen over there,
us,
or that it being bad.
No.
I
that
didn't
it
hear
being
you
bad, that one culture.
Keep going.
The idea that it's bad. This idea that our culture is not superior than another is a Western thing. Like, we think like that. A lot of Western countries think like that. China doesn't think like that. Korea doesn't think like that. Israel doesn't think like that. Turkey doesn't think like that. Like, they believe that their cultures are superior to other cultures.
Oh, they should colonize, and they should. Yeah, but I think that's kind of primitive thinking. You know
Not that they should colonize, but they will use their culture superiority as a justification for stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
I suppose we kind of do the same thing when you look at the wars we've fought against communism to try to bring democracy to places. Like, I guess it is kind of the same thing.
It kind of is, but I think more so very recently is more of what you're speaking on. Like, I mean, Cold War is kind of very recently. But I mean, I feel like a lot of people learned from World War II. And a lot of people kind of was like, it put a sour taste in their mouth to an extent. Like, look at what Japan was doing to China, the Great Rape. Everyone loves to brush over that. Like, talk about genocide, talk like what Japan was doing, like, and I think it kind of was like a growth, a thing of growth as a humanity, where we saw, I thought, and I would expect people to see and be like, this isn't the answer. Like, we could work together and do this shit. I know I sound kind of like a hippie right now, but I think it is the way forward. Is we could work together. We don't need to erase anything. We don't need, like, let's work together and make things better. But as you see, everything seems to separate us and pull us apart and give us reason to hate our neighbor.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
No, but you raise a good point, and it's something I want to hit on, is like, there's a lot of genocides that aren't recognized. This Palestine one being a great example, but the Armenian genocide, Greek genocide that happened prior to, during, and briefly after World War I, where the Turks were committing genocide on the Armenians and the Greeks. Like, it was heinous. If you want to see, typical genocide shit, typical cultural superiority stuff that was happening. And Israel does not recognize that as a genocide. And the reason they didn't for a long time, and I have a theory of what's going to happen here soon, is because Turkey was a NATO ally. I think in the near future, we're going to see that genocide recognized. And it's going to be used as a background data as to why this country is bad and it needs to go.
Does anyone in the chat, without too much time taken, know what song I'm talking about? Or what he just talked about with Turkey and everything. There was a big song from the 80s or 90s about it. Well, at least it was used for learning. But it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Yeah, it's Istanbul. You can blame it on the Turks.
Oh.
So, yeah.
If I could go to one city, that's the one I want to go to.
Oh, I mean, and then going back there is what the Bolsheviks did / the changing from Bolshevik, like the back and forth Russia, dude, road of bones. The amount of people that they killed through incarceration, like Russia was fucking horrible. And if there's a book, again, I've talked about it, extremely textbooky, not a very fun read, but it's the Gulag Archipelago. I think there's a series of them. I haven't gotten through. I'm almost done with the first. It's like it goes back to what I've said before. Is like, man, I am so happy I was born and raised in the United States. We have our own problems, but like
nothing like these other countries.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I was watching that video today about the Armenian genocide, and they got to the point where they were talking about Israel doesn't recognize it. And I was just like, how hypocritical. There's so much like this didn't happen. It happened 20 years before yours did.
Yeah, but
we can't recognize this one too.
No, they're not the victims.
Yeah. Have you ever?
Damn, I got.
Have you ever been to the Holocaust Museum in?
Yep, years and years ago
in DC.
Yep.
Yeah. At the end of it, they have sections on other genocides that have happened, and there's no mention of the Armenian genocide or the Greek genocide. There's mention of Cambodia and a couple other places, but which it's the Holocaust Museum. It's supposed to be about the Holocaust, and it is pretty disturbing. Like walking through there, like they don't hold nothing back. I'll say that.
Yeah, they don't, and I mean, even today, Spencer just mentioned Rwanda. Like Africa, parts of Africa are still
Sudan
incredibly bad today.
Yes,
like it's crazy. Exactly, they do want to build.
What is it, Sudan?
The current one? I mean, Sudan's been was going on in, I think, the early 90s and early 2000s as well. But there's one.
What's the one where all the videos have come out of the trucks?
There's one currently going on. I don't think it's Sudan. I think it's fuck, I don't know off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But there's supposedly videos too of them like packing people into these burn pits alive.
Yeah,
and it could be
and there's just these trucks and trucks.
Yep.
Like I think we're talking about the same one where it was just yeah, Sudan. Yeah. But I'm trying to find the video right now, but it was just, I mean, trucks and trucks just full of bodies.
Yep. And it's,
I haven't heard anybody on mainstream or even alternative news talk about it.
No, it's a real side thing. Like there's a group that was trying to put together like a mercenary type group to go over there and protect Christians.
And the thing is like, we're over here invested in Iran, right? We're over here invested in Iran. But then we have stuff like this legitimately happen in the world where I think we should, if we can, we should do something about it. You know, and I'm not saying Iran's good. I'm not saying Iran's good or great, but like.
Sorry, you're breaking up. It might be me. I have another storm rolling in. But even before Iran, it was Ukraine. And then the shiny object of Ukraine wore off. And the atrocity of it and what's actually like, it started to get a little too real. So let's switch. And it was before Iran. There was something else that took our focus off it. I forget what it was. I think it was the one of the other rounds of the Epstein bullshit was pushed, and then we took our eyes off Ukraine. The shit's still going on. Dudes are still killing themselves when they hear a drone rather than,
Who's lagging, Kay? Is it me or Ponte?
It might be me. I have another storm rolling in right now.
We'll just wait for her to tell us. Okay.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. So you're lagging a little bit. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's fucked up, but at the end of the day, what good does recognizing it do if we don't do nothing about it?
I think that makes it worse.
And is it just human nature at this point to where this? I do too. Like, you talk about people learning their lessons and shit, but
that's why they only let us dwell on it so long, because that I think more and more people would start like, why are we still backing this? Why are we still pumping money into Ukraine as much as we, on a geopolitical scale, we want them to win. But at the same time, we're just causing more deaths. We're just we're dragging this shit on when, okay, man, like, we lose Ukraine. Like, I know there's a lot of Ukrainian people. One of my good friends is one, but like, to an extent, just perpetuating this and just, I like the term. I just like how it sounds, kicking the can down the road. More and more now people are getting abducted on the streets to get sent to the front line or to get sent into service. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Like, how are we supporting this shit, dude? Like, our taxpayers, all that money you got to pay in taxes every year is going for Ukraine to kidnap people off the streets who are dropping their kids off at school. It's going to the IDF to shoot at women and children trying to get aid. Like, that's where our money's going, when it could be going to help these people in Sudan who are legitimately fighting. Like, I don't
know. Yeah. I mean,
what can you do about it? Nothing.
And it's exactly what it. And it also goes to the thing that people don't want to talk about the difficult shit, because I think a lot of times people might have similar feelings that we have, but in today's day and age, I think by design, it's made that way where you don't necessarily want to talk to people that aren't like us, that we know we can have these conversations with, because it's almost like, well, I'm either going to be a burden, a kook, like, oh, here we go. So people are like, aren't talking about it. And I get sometimes you could say,
and I think
it's at fault because we talk about it, but we don't do anything. What's the two of us going to do? And I know that's not the right mentality, but like, we also have families. Like, yeah, I suppose I could be a religious warrior and go to Sudan and, pack my gun and go over there. But what's most likely going to happen? I'm going to be dead or strung up or like.
Yeah. And Spencer brings up a good point. We've talked about this plenty, but that's the whole reason the Ukraine war is still going on, is because we're learning from the Ukraine war. That's why you've seen so much money invested into AI and drone technology. We want that shit to drag out so we can learn as much as possible.
Yeah, we're building an SOP for our own military. We're building manuals,
yep.
and as I said when I was at 198th, we're building trenches. React to drones is now a thing, not just react to indirect. React to drones. Marines are developing this, which I think they should have been for a long time, but to combat thermal. So it's like this overthrow, and it's not perfect, but it like significantly, and it's light, but it significantly messes with pretty much all the spectrums, because as people know, like thermal doesn't work through certain materials. Like it gets, even though like it should, like, because I think thermal can,
like a thermal doesn't work through a window,
but it works. Yeah, exactly. Well, does it work? No, it reflects off a window. You're right. But like polyurethane, plastic, I think it can go through. There's certain things it can go through, but and it's, again, sorry, I got sidetracked, but it's all a learning, like you said. Well, what can we build? What can we do? How can we make our own drones? Now, too, there is, like best squad, best ranger competitions here in Georgia. There's now internationally, like, they have a drone competition. I shit you not. That happened.
Really?
At 198th, we even had a drone, like a head drone guy for training on Sand Hill, for everything. And he was part of setting up the competition. And these people came from all over, and like they went to an abandoned, one of them I think was like an abandoned, I forget now, but like flying, like courses set up for flying the drones, like picking out threats. Like there's a whole competition now, like best drone crew.
I'm not surprised. I mean, that shit's going to be real important going forward. Quex brought up how they use umbrellas to block thermals.
Nylon, maybe.
One of the best things you can do is if you can get like camo, if you can get a camo net, and I actually have it, and you can take like shoe goo and you can put it a space blanket, get a thick one, not those shitty $1 ones, put it under that, and then you have like the camo cover, and then the thick space blankets will block the thermal signatures.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only for so long. Like if you lay under it for like 30 minutes, eventually your heat's going to radiate through it, and it'll still be able to pick up.
Yeah.
But if you need to like make like a high place and you could hang it up, you'd be good.
Yeah, like you hear a drone coming. Nope, throw it up for a minute so they fly over. But they're getting so good now that they'll see.
Yeah,
that
but once
too.
you hear them, it's probably too late.
They'll see the square. You know what I mean? Like the square of lack of thermal. It doesn't match with the rest of the ground. They're getting so good at picking this shit out that it doesn't matter. Like, let's go back to Vietnam. Tunnels underground. Let's.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not digging, dude. I'm not digging. But I mean, I don't know. You want to end it here? I think it was a pretty good show. Seems like we're both kind of having internet issues right now. So
yeah, I might as well. I like I said, I got another. I can hear it coming in now, so I got another storm coming through, and it's probably not going to get any better.
Okay. I mean, we did pretty much 2 hours, so I mean, our shortest show, but it was still fucking long. But we appreciate everybody joining. Thank you guys for watching. We will be live Friday. We need to do something on TikTok sooner rather than later, but we'll definitely be live Friday.
Well, that's that 411. I think
we will catch you guys then. Thanks.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
on
fuck
TikTok.
I think so. Yeah, weren't we planning on that, doing the 411 on that? And I have a bunch of stuff. Really, you probably won't like me for it, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe. No, you're good. We might do the 4-in-1, but the more I've been digging into it, it seems like it's bullshit. But,
yep. Okay, that was my.
Or at least some of it is. I don't want to. Some of it is. Like he's definitely left some shit out and embellished it, but we'll get into it another day.